All right, let's get into it. Anthony Edwards is a fucking idiot, bro. How many times do NBA players gotta keep falling for the same scam on the Instagram model? Like, literally, I can understand the first couple guys that took some bullets and they took one for the team. But at this point, these guys are just fucking running into no man's land and just hoping to get laid down by trench fire. So let's go into it deeper. So anybody who's familiar, Anthony Edwards, the NBA player, decided to basically hit up a chick on Instagram, put his thing inside of her, let go of the man juice, and basically impregnate her. And to triple down on stupidity, because doing that is already bad enough to get an Instagram model pregnant. But to triple down on stupidity, he sent her a message via phone. I'll give you $100,000 if you get an abortion. What is up with these guys nowadays? Do these guys ever stop and think about the repercussions? No, they don't stop and ever think about the repercussions, what their actions are. They just do dumb shit and then they hope for the best. Like most human beings. I really think that's the default of most human beings, is do some dumb shit and hope to be able to play it out for the best. So anyway, Anthony Edwards sent her a text message like, I'll pay you $100,000, get rid of the baby, I don't want to have a kid with you, blah, blah, blah. Which is basically essentially just ending any possibility of a relationship ever occurring with that child. Essentially just got nuked. Because best believe when the mama goes to child support case and when she starts showing the kid the messages and when the kid finds out he was an unwanted baby, that is going to be the end of all fucking negotiation when it comes to like talking with the child. Because no child wants to know that the parent wanted to abort them. Can you imagine? Like, a lot of us are accidental babies or oops babies to begin with. And that's bad already. Like, you want to plan for pregnancies, you want to plan for birth, you want to plan for all that stuff. But to fucking go off and tell I will give you $100,000, like your life as a child is not worth more than $100,000. Your life needs to be exterminated. And the woman, she played a pretty good con game. I don't want to get another abortion. Like, abortions don't make me feel good, blah, 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 which means she's already had abortions with probably lesser guys, or she probably like lost out in the cash grab. So Anthony Edwards, this dummy, these young dummies, they get cash and they play basketball. He decided, send that out. She posted on the social media, because what else would she do? Because she's a Instagram model. That's what social media Instagram models do. They put all their information out for the public to be able to see, because they're public figures. At least in their mind, they believe they're public figures. So now we got a situation where it's a standoff. It's an old Texas showdown. Who's going to crack first? And personally, I think Anthony Edwards, he already cracked first. He shot and missed, and he only had one shot in the chamber. And she's going to have that baby. She's getting her paycheck because she got the Brittany Ryder playbook, which is have sex without a rubber with a young NBA player, stay with them for at least 2 or 3 contracts, get your payout, have this fucking bastard baby that's a paycheck, and go about life. And NBA players keep falling for it. They keep forgetting that they are guys and they are women. And what's weird, what I find the most weird thing on the internet is the number of guys who are complaining that this is unfair, that he's going to have to pay child support, that she's having a baby that he didn't want. And the way I look at it is like, yo, why would you have unprotected sex with a woman that you did not want to have a child with? Like, let's get that out the way. Like, you control your dick. And not just any dick, you're controlling multi-million-dollar like sperm. Because you're the trade-off is she gets to inherit some of the wealth. And so instead of this man being pragmatic and valuing himself and treating himself as if he is a useful member of society, well, not a useful member, but as he is valuable and he has some type of wealth, he chose to go out there and act like a high school boy that didn't have anything to lose, and now he's facing high school boy results, which is he's likely going to have a child that he definitely doesn't want, that has already been publicized that he wanted to get an abortion and was willing to pay to get the abortion. Now, for all the guys who are arguing that, hey, man, if the woman doesn't want to, if the woman says, I want to have the baby, and you don't want to have the baby, then you shouldn't be required to take care of the child. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, because you could avoid all this by just not having sex. And then you have guys say, well, guys want to have sex. Well, then get a wife. See, ancient man had an understanding that if you just want to have sex, go get an escort. Go get somebody whose job it is to be a sex worker, who has sex with workers, has sex as a sex worker, and has sex and does it in a ethical manner. Don't go having sex with Instagram models and then expecting wife behavior, expecting her to listen because she's basically an unofficial escort. And so Anthony Edwards should have did, which was fucking have a wife, vet a woman correctly, take your time before you stick your dick in somebody, and that way you can have all the unprotected sex you would like to have and have a family unit and have something good come out of it instead of just a fucking bastard baby and you being exploited on the internet saying that you want an abortion. So now where does he go from here? Because this is always an interesting question. Like, he's going to have to pay for that kid. There's no other way to go around that. You're going to have to pay for the kid. But now next is, how do you repair the relationship? How do you make sure this relationship is formulated in a way where you and the baby moms are somewhere on amicable terms that you guys can work together for the well-being of this child? Because say whatever you want to say, she's going to have the baby. So now you got to basically be like, okay, what's the story you're going to tell to the kid? Man, I was a young guy. I wasn't ready to have a child. I wasn't thinking. I was just shooting off. I was drunk. You got to make up some type of excuse. Because when that baby grows up and knows that he wasn't wanted, he wanted to be aborted, that's going to kill his fucking, or her, especially if it's a daughter, it's going to kill her self-esteem. The boy might understand, because with time, boys always kind of understand these things of the father. But ain't no way the daughter's going to be able to understand and process that. So you're really fucked in that. So now it's really up to you to be able to basically be in that child's life and make sure that you play a vital role. Just let her know, or he know, hey, look, I was young, I was dumb, I didn't know what I was doing. I made a bad choice in the moment. Please forgive me. And you got to go on a forgiveness tour for the rest of your fucking goddamn life. And once again, this is the trade-off. This is the cost of having unprotected sex with Instagram models and impregnating them. It's never going to work out in your favor. I just want you young men to know. You guys look at those Instagram likes, look at those followers. Guess what? That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. At the end of the day, that's a woman who is wayward. And when you're dealing with wayward chicks, you need to act as if they are wayward. Stop fucking being out here playing bullshit games. It's amazing to me. Like, guys like in their fucking spirit, these niggas don't be thinking. They don't be thinking, and then they get these terrible results and they wonder, what the fuck happened? Why? Why did this happen to me? Oh no. And it's amazing, because the longer you live, the more you fucking learn, and the more you grow, the more you realize sex a lot of times is just not worth it, especially unprotected sex. It's just not worth the trade-off, because you end up either with children you don't want or sexual diseases you definitely don't want. Or you end up with a crazy chick that's fucking up your life because she feels like she's doing something because you had sex with her and you maybe did all these lies and basically pretty much acted off of animal instinct. So I say this to say, young men, if you're out there in the world, you got a lady you like, really try to work out a deal. Like, explain to her what you really want out of the situation. And don't fucking try to lie, because the more you lie, the worse it gets off for everybody. So I say this to say, young man, control your dick, control your sperm. It's going to be better for you in the long run so you don't end up in situations like Anthony Edwards. Thank you for listening. Have a good one.